This is from the Drudge. This is about a 10,000 PSI pipe. It says steel braided. This is my conditioning for my shins or elbows. That way it's hard body. If you guys want a demonstration.
No, thank you.
So for me, I'm all about not get hit, but when I hit, I don't want them to hit me back. I want them to think twice about fucking doing what they do. That's the kukui. Be good, motherfucker. Oh. No blood. And shit.
Back to the daily grind, and shout out to the full-time patrons. Make sure to hit subscribe if you're new and hit thumbs up if you're not a baby back bagel biting bitch boy, cause you know what time it is. It's full time.
MMA.
It's your boy Taco Bell Ronnie, and we have some real news. No April Fools. This is 100% real, official as a whistle. I repeat, no April Fools. Yeah. I don't know where to start with this full-time family. I know a lot of you are probably really pissed off at me. You probably think I jinxed the fight. Oh my god. Yo, last night at midnight Eastern time, it was 11 p.m. where I'm at, but I knew it was midnight Eastern time, so I wanted to be on top of it with the April Fool's jokes. At fucking midnight Eastern time, I posted that Tony Ferguson was injured and out of his fight with Khabib Nurmagomedov. My joke was, yo, he's been kicking poles and elbowing pipes and stuff like that. So it was a joke. I knew people might believe it because we've seen him kicking poles and stuff. And that's why it took me a little time to make this video as well. I wanted to get those clips of him elbowing pipes and kicking poles. And you guys don't understand the depth of what this is. I'm gonna have to do a whole live stream to break down the depth of what's going on right now. Tony Ferguson pulling out. This was the 4th time this fight was scheduled. First Khabib had to pull out, then Tony had to pull out, then Khabib, now Tony again. What does this mean? Tony was the interim champion. How does this play out? Conor hasn't been stripped yet, so you've got a Conor McGregor, the lightweight champion, Tony Ferguson, the injured undisputed champion, but Max Hollway is now stepping in to fight Khabib for a belt still. So it's like, does Tony Ferguson get stripped of his interim belt, or is there 2 interim belts, or does Conor get stripped? Tony becomes the champion. These guys are fighting for an interim belt. Literally, this is so crazy. Not to mention okay, so I'm gonna do a whole live stream and break this down. We're gonna go over everything. But I wanted to let you guys know this is real news. Tony Ferguson is out of UFC 223. Max Holloway is taking this fight on short notice. Yo, there's so much we got to get into, so we're gonna break that down. I'm gonna make this as quick as possible. But in the April Fool's joke, I said Conor McGregor was gonna be stepping in. Yo, Conor McGregor was talking about stepping in short notice, and when Frankie Edgar pulled out, you know what I'm saying? Or I'm sorry, whenever Max Holloway pulled out, Conor McGregor was talking about stepping in on short notice and fighting Frankie Edgar. You know, Frankie Edgar's camp kind of refuted that, but Conor McGregor's team did confirm, yo, we thought we were about to step in short notice. Conor McGregor just recently, a couple of days ago, put stay ready. He was training with a wrestler. So that's another part of my April Fool's joke. I was like, yo, Conor's been training with the wrestler, talking about staying ready. This guy's been kicking steel pipes and elbowing steel pipes. It sets up the perfect April Fool's joke. Tony Ferguson injured and Conor McGregor's jumping in. Lo and behold, it happened, but Conor McGregor's not jumping in, so I don't know what that stay ready was about. Max Holloway's jumping in, but now think about this. If Khabib wins and does happen to become a champion, I don't know if it's going to be undisputed or interim because of the Tony Ferguson interim belt being injured, but this is all I'm saying. UFC 228 is looking like it's going to be in Russia. If you go to the Wikipedia of UFC.com, UFC 228 says it's in like Moscow. So if Khabib happens to beat Max Holloway and become a champion, Khabib is now a champion. Even if he would have beat Tony Ferguson, same thing. We could be looking at Conor versus Khabib in Russia at UFC 228. But think about the flip side. What if somehow short notice Max Holloway from featherweight happens to be able to come up and beat Khabib? Holy smokes, that's a tough task. But Max Holloway has been saying he wants to fight Khabib as of late. Khabib's talked about moving down even. I don't know if he was trolling or not, but he did say, yo, instead of moving up to 170, it's probably more realistic for me to go down to 145 now that I have a nutritionist. Max Holloway and Khabib, we've talked about that fight recently. Max Holloway has said he would love to move up. In order to be the best, you got to beat the best. He welcomes the challenge like Tony Ferguson. Max Holloway's another guy like Tony Ferguson, 9-fight winning streak. But the thing about Max Holloway is you didn't see Max Holloway in trouble. You know, we seen versus Kevin Lee, Lando Venata, and whoever else, we've seen Tony Ferguson, you know, handle some damage, wither some damage, but still always get the win. Max Holloway usually just wins his fights, whether it's Ricardo Lamas, whether it's Jose Aldo. Yeah, he's, you know, he doesn't win every single round, but he doesn't, you can't think of a time Max Holloway is really on skates or, oh my God, Max Holloway's really about to lose this fight, and then he comes back and pulls it off. And if so, it's not, you know, really recently. He beat Jose Aldo twice. I mean, en route to his becoming undisputed UFC champion, beat Anthony Pettis. There wasn't really any question there. Became the first to finish Anthony Pettis. So now Max Holloway is going to be stepping in short notice, fighting against Khabib, and if he wins, he will become he's the featherweight champion right now. And then, so is he the interim? Holy flying flipping flapjacks, we don't know what all this means, so we're about to break it down. And yes, we'll talk about that on the live stream. I was about to say, yeah, we might lag a couple times on that live stream, but you know we're about to be right back if it happens. So with that being said, it is what it is. Let the full-time family know what you think in the comments. And real quick, someone in the comments said, yo, why are you so late on the news? Yo, dog, this news broke like an hour ago. This is actually still pretty hot off the press, pretty early. And like my boy Yankin Dandy Doodle said, I liked this term. This is why I'm saying it. He said, I'm broker than a sharecropper's assistant. That's a pretty fair description, brother. So, you know, it ain't like I got the fucking new Samsung Galaxy S in my pocket with my phone service on, waiting for Ariel Helwane's tweets. I don't see this shit till I'm downstairs in the office on the computer, because as a matter of fact, my phone's off right now. So with that being said, I'm still pretty early on this. Some news I get to the next day, but eventually I'll be more on top of it when we get more stuff rolling. Hope you know what I'm saying. More subscribers, the family grows, then we'll be able to have that hot phone with them hot updates, busting that news 5 minutes later. And also follow me on Twitter. I can just retweet that shit before I can make a video, because I got to make the thumbnail for the videos, then I got to record the video, then I got to make the video. So yeah, with that being said, make sure you follow me on social media, Twitter, Instagram, wherever else, Snapchat, Cam Soda. No, just let the full-time family know what you think in the comments. I'm out. And as always, thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the subscribe button and also hit the notification bell right next to it so you're notified every time I upload a video. I'm out.
Da 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 da. It's the motherfucking DOG.